go. So we have me playing figured bass from the Baroque style. If you find my advice here somehow complicated or still not enough, you can reach out to me or wait for the next video. That's a very simple example for figured bass, and you have everything that you need to learn here on the basics, and at the same time the best structure to learn the more complicated things. So you have a G here on the bass, and if you have nothing written below this bass line, it means that you find the notes of the triad. Okay, for example, here is G, then you need the triad of G minor, and that means D, G, and B flat. Okay, but it could be in another position. Okay, and everything possible, for example. Okay, but to avoid mistakes, we use just closed positions. Okay, that means that you cannot find another tone, another note of the chord between these notes. Okay, that's an open position because you can find notes in between, and that is closed. Okay. On the definition, closed positions when you cannot find you cannot play another tone of the chord between the tenor and another voice. Okay, the alt and soprano. Okay, but it's okay that you have the bass and the tenor and some space in between. For example, bass, tenor, and some space in between. That's still a closed position. So you just use the closed positions, and you pay attention on the voice leading of the fifths, and I just keep moving, then you understand. So you have G minor, the first chord, and then the next chord is a C minor. Why? Because you have this flat sign below the C, and that means that the diatonic third will be altered below. Okay, so without the sign it would be C major, but you have this flat sign, and then you play C minor, and now you need to just find the voice leading between these two chords, and that is already the melody is there to help us. Okay, not so complicated, because you have already one voice that is done. Okay, so you have this. To not complicate the things, you just use 4 voice or 3 sometimes. Okay, that's the leading idea that you need to have, leading thought. So G minor, C minor, and then now the main thing is to avoid the parallel fifths, and that is already done by the melody. If you just had the bass, no, just a moment. Exactly. If you just had the bass, you could do this mistake, for example. Okay, but you have the melody telling you what to do. Okay, so C minor, and then D minor. Okay, because there is nothing below the bass, and okay, that's already enough. So you have this connection here. Okay. Then the next, okay, have it already. Then the same thing, and now you keep. That's this melody is so good, this example, that you cannot do a mistake here. Yeah, you just need to know that you find the chord for this bass line, okay, and it's and if you have on the bass line F, so the chord is F, okay, and then E flat, the same thing. And now here you have a 6, and a 6 means that you play the 6th to the bass tone, and you play the 3rd, and you play the next tone that is missing, okay, because when you have like in the beginning just G, that means that the 3rd and the 5th are written there, so to say, okay, but to not be so obvious, they just abbreviate that, and they didn't write the 3rd and the 5th, but they write that in some cases that we will see. So you have here a 6th chord, and now you can use the open position, okay, because it will be good for the voice leading sometimes. We had a E flat, and then the best voice leading is with an open chord, because you want to avoid these parallel octaves, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to do this jump, okay, to avoid the octave parallel, okay? That's the details that you need to pay attention for when you do this exercise. Then we know already. We keep the closed position. The same thing. Then here is a case where the numbers mean not only chords but voice leading sometimes, and they don't tell you when this is another category of meaning. So for example, you have 5, 6, so you have the 5th going to the 6th, okay. Actually he is ambiguous because it could also mean the chord, but I will tell you that on the next measure, here you have a 4 in 3, okay, so that means F major sus, okay, it means with quart for halt. This fourth is not part of the chord, okay, he means something about the voice leading, just a melody, 4-3, okay. And then you need to pay attention for this difference of meaning sometimes in the figured bass, okay. Sometimes the numbers mean just a dissonance and its resolution. So we was here, okay. Then we have it again, the 6th chord. You don't do like that. You use the open position, okay. C minor, G major, okay. Okay, in fact it's very simple. It's everything about get used to what you learned on the first measures, and to keep the attention on the voice leading. That means always if you have the double of an octave or a fifth, you pay attention to where it goes. Okay. If you want more details, you reach out to me or you leave something on the comments, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want more music. And now I will sing and play it. Herr, liebster Jesu, was hast du verbrochen, dass man ein solch scharf Urteil hat gesprochen? Was ist die Schuld, in was für Missetat